Hello my friends, Ghost Chin 3 here. Thought I'd talk to you guys today about my new 1022 takedown rifle. And right now I'm just kind of messing around, but it is possible depending on weather or anything else. That's the beauty of this thing. Of course I'm not doing it for hurry, just thought I'd show that and kind of mess around. That this is so cool that you can conceal it if you really needed to or wanted to. And just something a little different. So we're going to talk about this today. So hold on, let me rearrange this camera here. Now, well, I've had this Ruger for 1022 Ruger on my gun list, which keeps growing, as I think many of you know. And it's just, this thing is just plain awesome. I mean, it's just, I've always loved the takedown version of it, which I think most everybody, that's the reason we get them. And of course got the fiber stock and the stickers. I haven't taken them off yet. I'm gonna go fire this thing. I have fired the 1022s many times. You know, a lot of my friends have them. I just wanted the takedown version, and this one came with a black barrel and this little flip-up sight, the rear, which I thought was pretty cool. And you just flip it back down. It's got the bird cage here, and the sight, I'm not too thrilled on the sight. I don't know if you guys could see that. It's barely got this white little dot. I'll probably change those eventually to fiber optics or that kind of sight or something like that. And basically I concealed it just to show you guys that, you know, kind of being funny a little there too. And but it can be done. And but like I said, this can fit in all kinds of things. Of course, it came in this pack, which is awesome. It's pretty well made, and I think that's one of the things that gets everybody too. Of course, it says Ruger on here, so I love Ruger, but you know, spells gun, so obviously you wouldn't be carrying this in a mall or somewhere else, or depending on your state and stuff. But still, even if you're allowed, I don't like to advertise. That's just my thing. And but you know, in the outdoors or the end of the world kind of stuff, who cares what it says anymore? But I would definitely, you know, and I might do this, cover it up or something with Velcro, and then just be able to add my own patches on here. In fact, the whole area right here, which I think would be pretty cool. And but we'll see. So today we're going to go over just the rifle a little bit, because I wanted to. I'm real happy to have this thing. And like I said, let's go back to this. This came black. Some of them are silver, like my friends. And I'll show you everything that came with it. Also came with the railing to put up here, so you can put any kind of optics that you want. And which I thought was really cool. This knurling here is pretty grippable. I like this because this is smooth, this part here on the rifle, but I like how this is. And you have a choice of aluminum, or I'm sorry, aluminum, stainless steel color barrel. I chose black. I wanted black, so I thought that looked pretty cool. And not too worried about this, the bird cage here, little flash hider, but it's a 22. But I don't know, we'll see. But the sights, the front sight, definitely I'm gonna change. I just don't. This thing is, I mean, these things are very accurate. I've shot them, but this thing is just, I mean, look at it. My God, you could barely even see that white little dot, and look at that from here. Now, if I raise this, this is what the rear sights look like with its, you know, white markings on here. And you do have your little screws there to change your sights. I mean, to sight in. But up here in the front, you know, like I said, it's just this white little, there we go, white little dot barely that you can even see. So anyways, that's what the front looks like for those guys. Most of you know what 1022s are anyways. Now this is, like I said, just your fiberglass or kind of polymer type. And then I'm glad they put this knurling here because it does grip pretty good like that. So nowadays you have so many body kits for 1022, it's insane. So maybe I'll be looking into that. But I want to kind of keep it like this and keep it for, you know, a survival rifle takedown. That's my main reason I wanted a takedown for any survival type. It'll fit in a backpack. Now with this bag in it, if you're wearing a big backpack, like when I do big backpack hiking, you know, some deep backpacking, it'll fit. But of course it takes up more space and everything, where this in another maybe smaller bag would fit, you know, easier in a backpack, take up less space. So many of you guys that are backpackers like me will know when you understand space and weight. This is so light. Hey, I'll take the weight. I don't care. And bring a lot of mags. This sticker comes on the other side, which is informative. So that's good for people that really don't know and stuff. So they're getting into guns, and that's always a good thing. And this back here, of course, we know this thing has no kick, at least not to me, maybe to a few of you out there, but this is knurled, so that helps keep that on your shoulder, or your maybe tack vest or whatever you're wearing, so that's pretty cool. And comes with an instruction book, which is not bad. There's many different types of 1022s. By the way, they also now have, for those of you that don't know, 1022 takedown rifles in the original wood stock. For some of you guys that like old school, just the wood stock, they do come in that now. Camouflage. Look at this kind of stained type wood. It's pretty cool. So they do have those options. Here's that one with the silver barrel like my buddies have and most of you guys have. Like I said, I like it in black. So this doesn't even show all of them. There's some websites out there that show all of them. And of course it's going to come with your Laser Max makes a laser for the rifle here that goes on here with a rail. So it comes with all these advertisements. I don't mind. And some of them make good good flame burning in the old fireplace. And let's see, just some more ads kind of from Ruger. Now let's get to the bag. You know, the bag, look at this. I mean, it's really cool. It's made well. You know, you have these two front pockets right here. You know, of course you could add accessories here, which is pretty cool with the webbing right here and all that kind of stuff. Put a carabiner, whatever you want. I wish they had it up here around the symbol. Then that you could put more, you know, add another pocket for some of you guys that are pocket lovers like me. I do like the zipper tabs. You know, they came with tabs, somebody was thinking. Otherwise I'd put some 550 cord or something similar. Check this out. So right here, when you're closing the bag, opening it for, especially not a lot of states, but you know, if you want to lock it up, it's small, so you can use a smaller lock. See that right there? So you can actually put a padlock right through there. It'll lock the zippers up. It locks up your bag. Can anybody get through it? Yeah, there's always a smart ass. Oh, it can break the lock, cut it. Yeah, you could take a knife and cut this and take out whatever's in there. So definitely, we're not talking about that. It's just while it's in your possession, it's secure and locked. Maybe for some of the laws in some of your states and stuff, or just at home. But so that's pretty cool. They thought of that. And two zippers. These zippers are really smooth. I like that. And of course, I'm going to show you what it comes with. And this one I'm going to put some 550 cord. Don't really need it, but I kind of like that. It's just my thing. I have some mags in here, some 25 rounders. And the BX kind right here. So of course they didn't come with that. Wouldn't that be nice? But then the price would go up. And some Butler Creek. Now it does come with one mag, little 10 rounder. So I already put rounds in it right here, but that's what it comes with. At least with this I bought. No other mags. Let's see. The bottom pocket comes with the BX 25s. You know, basically. Advertising them. They're good, excellent magazines actually. Comes with a strap. The strap is not bad. I mean, like I said, some people may complain you want some really super rugged stuff. Well, then the price would go up, right? So this is, you know, water resistant right here. It's kind of grippable, so for your shoulder. I mean, this bag doesn't weigh much. I'm sure it'll weigh more once you put more mags and stuff like that, but nothing you can't handle. It's got your swivel clips right here, which I thought was cool. Now with this right here, I was playing with it. I think it's really cool how they added these D-rings up here in the top, and they're some kind of polymer. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Remember, you're not going to be carrying no super heavy weight in this bag, you know. But here you have 4 more. So that means you can carry it sideways like this, horizontal, on your person. You can carry it vertical, and you can carry it at an angle depending how you want to clip on your strap. So that's cool. I like options. You'll hear my videos. Hands-free and options are the two biggest things I love. They have one in the front, so you can actually make it like a purse horizontal or at an angle. So it gives you those options, so that's cool. You got these two handles, and this is kind of a little grippable here, not major, you don't need it, so you can carry it this way as you're carrying it vertical, or just to grip it out of the car or whatever you can grip it out of. That's really cool. Let's see what else. It's got two pockets. This is softer material in here, so just to get organized you can put a mag here or whatever you want, or here, or some kind of survival stuff if you want. And the rest, of course, is outside of the pockets right here, and you can fit, from what I'm told, and I've done it, these magazines right here, these BX25s or Butler Creek or anything like that, you can fit 6 of them across, or 5 at least, depending on how you put them. So that's good. That's where I would kind of keep my mags. It varies on you. The top pocket came, of course, with more advertisements, the Ruger SR22, so I don't mind that. And here's what it came with. Here's your top rail with screws, so I can add it for those of you guys that want to put an optic, or just leave it like that. So I like that. Hate having to get stuff extra later on. Now this is pure comedy right here. This is a lock. Maybe I'll do a quick video on this separately, but my God, this is just, I mean, it has its function, but and I'll show you in a second, but it's just to lock up your Ruger, but Jesus, it's just, wow. I don't even know what to say, but we'll get to that. Now, I've always liked the Ruger locks. I think most of us, we don't even use these on our rifles, but they work good for anything else, maybe a gate at home or something else, but they're good locks. I hate those cheap gun locks that we all know that come with a flexible locking mechanism here. It just, they're so cheap. God, they sell them to you, or force us in many states to have them, and they go between $7 to $12, even $15 I've seen, and those things, I swear to God, are probably 99 cents in China somewhere, and then we get them here. But these Ruger padlocks are really good. They're pretty cool. So that I like. Now I'll show you how that works with so anyways, that's what it comes with. Now let me show you this insane lock before we go back to the rifle. This is a locking mechanism. It's basically a lock that's going to work with a padlock. Let me get the padlock out. And for those of you guys that need to have it locked, I would suggest something else. There's many options, so we're not going to get into that out there. But you definitely, I wouldn't use this. Just why Ruger does this, I couldn't tell you. So I love Ruger, so I'm not going to put them down, but you know, God. Alright, so you're going to have your action open. So you're going to use this lever right here, this button back here. This is how I'm going to show you guys how to take it down and take it apart, but you have to push this button here. This is the magazine release right here. So this right here is going to be pushed back. So basically you need to open your action, pull back. Hear that? Okay, there we go. Now I locked it in. Now the action's open. The way this lock works, because this thing is just, like I said, I have no words. There'd be cursing words more than anything. You're going to put this inside right here. This is what it's looking like for some of you guys. I haven't seen any videos really showing this, and I can see why. So basically what you do is you take this great beautiful lock right here, the Ruger lock, put it straight down here like this, and then lock it. Look at this. Now this is coated right here, but still, and so is this lock. It's not rubbery, but it is coated. I'm still in fear this thing will scratch up everything, regardless of the coatings on both. Even the instruction book says it. I like to read instruction books. But this is the way it would look. Now, of course, can anyone fire this now? Hell no. But I mean, look at this. You'd think it would have just stayed in pretty tight. I could understand that, but it's completely loose. It will not get loose. I've actually released the bolt here, and it just that doesn't do nothing either. It just, this is the way the lock works. So take a good look, have a good laugh, because it's ridiculous. But hey, if this works for you and your family, maybe have kids, and you have to lock it up, by all means do it. Safety is the #1 thing. I would use some kind of different lock if I was going to do that. I don't have that problem. So, but anyways, look at this. Insane. So that's just, thought I'd just let you guys know how that works, and that's what it is. My friend saw one of these and he didn't know what it was, and I did, but look at this. I mean, just wow. Alright, so let's get to the rifle. Let me put it together. Here's your release button here, which you're going to move up to actually put the rifle together and to take it apart. And let me put it back together first, and then I'll demonstrate. There's a million videos on it, but 1,000,001. So, alright, so the action is open right now. So we're going to release that. Here's where you're going to release it, right here. And and I apologize, I forgot the name of this button right now. But you're basically going to pull back on the bolt right here. So just pull on the bolt. You're going to push down, and I'm going to close my mouth so you can hear it. Okay, you saw that go in. Let me do it again because I think I was out of camera. Alright, so we locked the bolt right there. Here we go. So you're going to pull the bolt back because you want to ease off the tension. And then you're going to push up the upper part of this down like that. You just heard it click. And then that releases the bolt. Hear that? Okay, so when the bolt is down, you cannot take this rifle apart. You can do this and it's locked, more or less. So of course you don't want to do that, you don't want to break anything. So what you do is pull back the bolt, turn it around, you're going to push this into itself right here. There we go. Now the action is open right here, your bolt. So you're going to take this right here now and you're going to pull it up and turn. So you're going to turn basically clockwise, and as soon as you turn, then you pull it out. Super simple. I mean, whoever made this up is a genius. Now there's another thing too I was going to talk to you about, is this right here. Some of you are having problems, by the way, and I helped a friend of mine on his 1022, and if this is together, and depending on how you get your rifle, but let me put this, if this is together and your accuracy is having problems, maybe a couple filter feeds, not your mags, nothing else, it's going to be this right here. And this, what this does is tighten it basically a little tighter. And to the left, if I remember right, you're unscrewing it, I believe counterclockwise, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you'll see in the instructions, it'll loosen it up. And then when you take this off, for example, you could turn this obviously. Going to the left here as I'm holding it, which to me is counterclockwise as I'm holding it, loosens this up, and then you would want to put this back in. Most time you don't have to play with it, so don't get all stressed. Then you go to the right, which is clockwise, and then it basically tightens this up. Sometimes it may get loose, so if you're having those problems, try that and that'll correct your problems. So for the most part, you're not even going to have to play with it, but there are sometimes some people have had, I guess, this kind of loosen up or something, and I mean, my friend's, his was, you could really tell there was more of a gap than this. There's going to be a gap, that's not a problem, but it was going to be more of a gap here, and then as I played with this and tightened it up, I fired it again and it was fine. So just something to keep in mind. I think just maybe some had that for whatever quirk that is, but just something good to know about. Anyways, like I said, this thing is, I mean, look at it. It's just a beautiful little rifle, great for the kids to start. At the same time, adults, I mean, this thing's made for everybody, but for kids, hell yeah. I have some clients, and they bring their kids, depending on what age. You know, not every 8-year-old, 10-year-old is the same, so that's going to be something debatable on you and the parents or whoever. But for my clients, I'll talk to the kids or whatever, and I'm there, of course, right next to them, and everybody has fun shooting these kind of things. I have a 1522 Smith & Wesson M&P. That is incredible. It's awesome. I love that rifle. I love this too. I don't compare them. They're a little different. They're both 22s, but this thing is really, really awesome. And I think the main thing, of course, is the pack. That's what made it. And of course, this feature of taking it apart is just a beautiful thing. Now, when you put it away, some guys will leave the action open. I personally would release it just to take the tension off, but I don't think it's going to kill it if you leave it open. But if you're going to have it stored for a while, I would leave it like that. Alright, let's go to the bag. The bag, this is really cool. I mean, they were smart. Somebody was thinking when they did this. I don't know what this material is, but so you can hear it. Now, if I were to pour water in this, it's going to just slide right off. I'm not going to say it's waterproof. It's more probably water resistance, but it's not going to be like cotton that absorbs it, so that's pretty cool. Now here you have your two pockets, and normally what happens is the rifle comes with the stock part like this on this bigger one because of the wider stock, obviously, and then your barrel comes in on this pocket, and then this one is made either for a silencer type or whatever you can think of, but nothing says you can't shove. I mean, I've seen so many ways. It's just whatever your imagination is, my friends, and whatever you're going to put in here. I mean, you know, be creative, because I'm going to get creative and I'll be making some videos. So I could put that here. It doesn't close, but, you know, imagine the big bag's going to close anyways. And you could put this in this pocket without a problem. And there we go. We get a little corner. If I wanted to close it, we're done. That gives me the option of using this big pocket. And it has nice Velcro too. This big pocket, now I can put whatever the hell I want. First aid kit, make this, if you want to make this bag your EDC, or maybe you want to make it your small bug out bag, or for your car. I mean, look at this. Now I have this big space here. Got this pocket here, this pocket here. I've seen some guys put a pistol 22 up here, which I thought was pretty cool, because you're keeping the whole system in 22 caliber. Of course, different mags, but same ammunition. So that's a good idea. I like that idea. Here, with this webbing and everything, you can actually, you know, use all kinds of pockets from everything. So many companies make Condor, Monkey, everybody, excuse me, Mil-Spec. I mean, they all make bags and everything you can put on here, so you have another pocket. So that's, like I said, you got options. I love options. So, and then most people put the mags, these BX25s here, Butler Creek or anybody else, and depending on how you put them, there's enough space that you can fit at least 5 or 6 in there, and maybe a little bit more. And of course your little tiny one right here. So it just depends on how you do it, but you can do it. And so I like that. So anyways, that's just, thought I'd just show you that, you know, I'm sure plenty of guys have shown much stuff like I'm showing. And I just was happy to get this rifle recently. You know, you think my list you know, a lot of us have those lists of guns we want, and then we think, wow, we just got one, cross one off the list, then you happen to see something else, and your list keeps growing. At least my list keeps growing. It sucks. So, like I said, my friends, the list keeps growing. Love guns. So, this is the Ruger 1022 Takedown, my friends. I'm gonna fire it before I do a video on it and just kind of mess around. And nothing too great, so I'm about to get creative. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or ideas on whatever, let me know, and I'll you know, try to do it for you guys. But yeah, definitely, I've already sighted it in. It's already on the dot. So from the factory, it came that way. Of course, I'm going to test that. I'm sure it is. It's not going to be a problem. But anyways, I thought that was this thing is just awesome. That's why I want to do a video. I'm very happy. Who isn't happy when we buy a gun and, you know, we get it? We all want to go fire it. Something a lot of the anti-gunners will never understand, huh? So this is what it looks like. Beautiful thing, isn't it? Hardly weighs anything. And I love how there's so many configurations and stuff, and so many accessories for these things, these kind of rifles, that it's I love that. I mean, yeah, we're gonna pay more money here and there, buy this, buy that, and that's how I am. I probably eventually will, you know, change some things on here. Nothing major, you know, just you know, adding something. Definitely gonna add the rail on here. That's really easy. I mean, look at these screws. They're Phillips screws. They're tiny ones. So that's not difficult. I'm not gonna do a video on that. Anybody can do that. So that's pretty simple. And this kind of rail right here, I mean, it's metal. I couldn't tell you what kind of metal, but let me get it out. But I am probably going to add a scope. I'm not sure if I'm going to add like a regular type scope or an optic, you know, a red dot optic or something, but we'll see. So that's what that looks like right here that came with it. I'm glad, you know, I didn't even pay attention that it came with it until the last minute. So normally I do, but I didn't that day, and I'm glad. That's one less thing I got to buy. And there is one I did see, by the way, online, and I thought it was pretty cool. I think it's about $35, and I apologize, I forget who makes it. But what happens is, once you add this, and you have your, say, optic or scope on here, and let me put this together. Kind of, I guess somebody was thinking, another company was thinking like the ARs, where, and mine does the same, where basically, if you had this on and you have your barrel on, basically you can't see your iron sights anymore. So there is a company that sells a rail like this, and it actually is kind of raised, and it has an area where you put it on, and you're still gonna be able to use the iron sights and then add the optic, so you have a backup plan right there. So I thought that's pretty cool. 30-35 bucks for one of these. For that, we'll see. But I may do that one. I'm not sure. So, anyways, my friends, my new 1022 Ruger Takedown. Just a beautiful thing. It's just too cool. I mean, gotta love this rifle. If you guys don't have it, I would suggest getting one. I think it's really good if you like them. There's so many choices out there. Chiappa has, I believe Chiappa is the one that makes that survival rifle that it's a open front. It shoots a 410 and a 22. That's really cool. It's another one on my list. A little different. This is semi-automatic, so the big difference. So that to me, this is a more first before that one. So, but the other one you could just shove in a pack and forget about it till you need it. And this, like I said, is just, I mean, great. Anyways, my friends, I don't want to keep on talking and boring you guys or nothing. I'm just loving my 1022, so I wanted to share that with you guys. Hope you guys are doing well and everything's going good for you guys. Click on the like button, my friends. I'd greatly appreciate it. Leave some comments, any questions, and we'll talk soon. More videos coming. Take care. God bless.